Well, coming up next Monday, that is a week from today, the Tea Party Sentinels will be having their monthly meeting. And this time around, the guest speaker is none other than Richard Palmer, who's also the president of the Tea Party Sentinels. And you are basically going to be talking about, kind of giving a book report of this book, Understanding Trump, right?
Yeah.
Good to see you, by the way.
Oh, thank you,
So
Ken.
tell me about this book. Who wrote this?
Well, Newt Gingrich. This guy is fabulous. He's an historian, and
Yeah.
he wrote, I think, something like 30 books. I never realized that he's such a prolific writer. But once I started reading it, I couldn't put the book down because everything, one thing led to another. And it was interesting because he broke it down into geometric symbols, like Trump experience, he related to a four-sided table. And then the second part of the book, where he talks about his recommendations that where Trump can accomplish a lot more, he put that in the term of boxes. So I thought it was really a well-written book, but the one thing that really grabbed me was the term IYI.
Right, and you wrote that down here, so tell us about that.
Yeah, well, I couldn't figure out what it meant until I got more into the book. It's intellectual yet idiot.
Okay.
And what he's talking about, and it fits right into Trump's experience, you can have a lot of book learning knowledge, but it has to apply to something.
Right.
So idiot is the part where you're not doing anything except theory. Whereas Trump is not, he started out learning stuff.
Right.
And then he got it through experience. So I thought that term was really well.
Yeah, I never heard that term before.
Yeah, I never did either, but I was really fascinated by it because it just tells me exactly what Trump is and what makes him tick. So I was really impressed.
Is this book obviously just recently came out, I would assume?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, I happened to be at Costco and I always look at the book section, and when I saw it, I had to buy it. I think it cost 15 bucks.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, I just marvel at what he is accomplishing, and of course, the opposition party is really nailing him on whatever they can.
Right.
And so much fake news and lies and just made up stories. It's just incredible. But that's what Trump has got to put up with. But he's been the first modern president that has overcome all the negative press, because he just goes right back at him.
Well, that's true. That's one thing about Trump.
Yeah.
He'll go right back at him. Yeah.
Yeah, and he goes back harder than.
Yeah. Yes, he does.
So I was a little, well, I wasn't pushing for Trump. I was pushing for Ted Cruz, but I realized that he never stood a chance because Hillary had so much money, but Trump just came through. He's just an amazing guy.
You wrote down here, and I don't know if this is part of the book or you're just your comments on here, how he's throwing the liberal press into a tizzy, which we see just about every day.
Yeah. In
some form.
Well, they didn't use that expression, but I try to round it off into some term. Yeah. But it just amazes me. Well, not only that, but the opposition is rioting. I mean, they're causing so much damage. And so Trump really has his work cut out for him. But, I can't think of anybody else that could have taken that job. I mean, he is, well, once he appointed the Supreme Court, Gorsuch, I figured, that's all he had to do. But he's going way beyond that. And unfortunately, some of the Republicans are bucking him. So he's running into a lot of opposition. It's not just the opposition party, it's his own party.
Right, that's true.
But, but that's the way he is. I mean, he has a certain mindset, and that's what he's going to do.
Well, we saw that even during the election as far as the party. There were how many candidates at one time?
17.
Yeah, 17 candidates. And a lot of them were vastly different.
Oh yeah.
You know, on the way they wanted to go.
Right.
We knew that from the start, that it was a party as a whole that is still trying to come together.
Right. Yeah, yeah. But I look at the Democratic Party, and they're in shambles right now. So, but you know, but both our parties are.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'll tell you, I just marvel. I just can't get over his strength, and he's not discouraged. His whole team is just moving forward, and his objective is to keep making changes, keep inundating him with new ways of doing things. I think his attitude about getting rid of a lot of the bureaucracy is really important, because the government is so big. I mean, they're going to have to empty out half the buildings in Washington.
Yeah.
But but that's what it's going to take to get people working again.
And it's something that's very hard to do, because no matter which party you're in, you have your own constituents that are saying, well, we want these jobs to continue because it funnels down to us some ways, and so it's no matter what party is, shrinking the size of government is hard.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
oh well.
Yeah.
You're telling me?
Yeah.
That just builds more opposition.
Yeah.
But you know, he's overcoming that, and I think just his strength. I mean, I think he came, when he first came on the scene, I just thought he was coming across too harshly, but that's his tactic.
Yeah.
I mean, coming out of New York, you know, that's the way they are.
Right.
So you know, he just playing the game he always played.
Yeah,
And,
exactly. That's true.
So he's been very successful, and I think one thing we have to marvel about him is that his children are all solid citizens. They're all independent, not because when I look at some of these Hollywood guys where Hollywood made tons of money, these kids are tattooed faces and weird, and but his kids are all clean, honest, and have great integrity. So I have to judge. You have to judge him by his children.
Right. The book, you got it at Costco, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's available anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Online or however you want to get
Right.
it. So maybe if you're interested, before you go to the meeting, is get this book and take a look at it. For those people who have a Kindle or any other tablet device, or however you want to do it, you can download it and have it in minutes. So you can do it that way as well. And then you go to the meeting, and you're all kind of on the same page as far as the topic goes.
Well, this thing about IYI, I keep falling back to that, and I look at some of the things that happened in this country, like the deal with Iran,
Right.
what's going on with Korea, and all the presidents that let them get away with where they're at right now. And I figured, you know, there is something more than just a saying. There's a lot of history behind it.
Exactly.
So I just marvel at Newt's ability to write this book. I mean, of course, being an author, he didn't have too much stress on it, but he put it together in such a way that people can really extract the real meaning of what Trump means.
Yeah, exactly.
So we finally have a book out that's not false and fake.
If you want to join the Tea Party Sentinels, that is next Monday.
Right.
So it's a week from today. It's at Clubhouse 7. I put it starts at 7 o'clock. It does. The doors usually open about 6:30, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, so if you'd like to join Richard and the other folks that are there, you are welcome to do so. And every month you have this, right? You don't.
That's right. Yeah, December's the only month that we go
Yeah, I knew
dark.
there was one month.
Yeah.
Okay. But next Monday, the 24th, Clubhouse 7. It begins at 7 o'clock, Tea Party Sentinels. And if you ever have any subjects that you'd like Richard to maybe cover in the future, or maybe know of a speaker, he'd welcome that, right?
Oh yeah, we have a great speaker next month.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's one of, he was on the team for Trump on an educational.
Oh, that'll
matter.
be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. That'll be next month, though.
Yeah.
This month, it's Richard. He's on deck. Good to
Thank
see
you,
you.
Ken. I
You
really
take care.
appreciate it.
We'll see you next time, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.